This is UMAR AHMED for IFL TV in association with MTK Global. I'm the ultimate boxer at the O2 Indigo, and I've joined Darren Farley. How you doing, mate?
Oh, brilliant, mate, brilliant. Having a great night. I'm here with MansionBet. I'm MansionBet ambassador, so they're sponsoring the Ultimate Boxer, and I've really enjoyed it. I think it's been a really great night. The boxing's been fantastic. Great event. I've been to some boxing events. This is one of the best I've been to.
Yeah, you big into your boxing, Darren?
I am, yeah, I am. Obviously, being from Liverpool, we've got some obviously big fighters. Massive fan of Tony Bellew, even though he's a blue. Know what I mean? Probably the only blue I like, to be honest with you. And you know, you look at the likes of Callum Smith and lots of really great fighters that have come from Liverpool, and it's yeah, I mean, it's a great boxing city. So obviously to be here tonight is great. And these lads, you can see, what I've noticed is how much it means to them. I've seen families ring, how much it means to them. Obviously, it's a great step up to win the Ultimate Boxer. So I've been really impressed with what I've seen.
Yeah, it's a great format. Before we talk Bellew, I want to talk to you about another Scouser, Rocky Fielding, fighting Canelo Alvarez. What was your initial reaction when that was made?
Do you know what? Just so happy. He's like such a great lad.
He is.
Just like such a down to earth, lovely lad. I've met him on a couple of occasions, and I mean, my mate texted me and said to me, "Have you heard about Rocky Fielding?" And I went, "No." When he saw me, I went, "Wow!" I was just buzzing. I mean, there's no word. That's a life changer for Rocky, and someone like him, there's nothing but, you know, he's a great lad. What he's achieved in his career so far is fantastic. But to get that fight. Listen, you know, you never know what happens in boxing, and you know, I'm sure Rocky can pull it off. But the city is going to go crazy in it if he gets it. But we're all behind him. He's a top man.
Obviously, going up against the biggest name in boxing and one of the best pound for pound fighters. Yeah. So no one's saying he's a favourite or anything. Yeah. But he has got size on his advantage. Rocky.
Yeah, definitely. I think so. I think, you know, in terms of like. Obviously, you know, a lot of people will write Rocky off. A lot of people probably look at the fight, won't they? You know, and there's always a clear favourite. I think Canelo's obviously to a lot of people a clear favourite, but you just never know. And I'm sure Rocky will train harder than he's ever trained before, and I think he can pull it off. Talking
about upsets, Tony Bellew's been in quite a lot with them David A fights.
Yeah.
Again, he's written off against Usyk next week. What's your thoughts on that fight?
How can you write Tony Bellew off? I've seen it so many times before. He surprised a lot of people, and you know, every time it seems to get written off. He got written off in the first fight against
Makabu fight.
Yeah, of course, yeah. He was written off in that, and every time he just answers. I mean, from what I've heard, apparently he's even saying his camp's been even harder than it has been before. So, you know, fair play. Tony Bellew will continue to defy the odds, and he'll pull it off again for me. He just will. He's done it so many times before. I've got so much respect for the lad, and. Yeah, I know he'll do it. He'll get the win.
Okay. I got you for your impressions. Obviously, that's what you're known for. So let's start with football. Give me some of your football impressions.
Okay, I'll start off with a bit of Harry Redknapp for you. Okay. Where's been trying to have the boxing? I think obviously we've got some terrific fighters. I think Roger Federer, he's a terrific. He's terrific. I think Tiger Woods, he's a top fighter. But it's been terrific. It's been absolutely terrific here with the ultimate boxer. Absolutely terrific. I'll pass you on to Stephen Gerrard. Yeah, of course. It's been a very exciting night. I think everyone's worked very hard. Of course, I know how tough it can be, being the underdog. I'm the manager of Rangers, one of the toughest leagues in the world, the Scottish Premier League. So, yeah, of course, it's very exciting. So, I'll pass you on to Rafa Benitez. Yeah, I think always, you know, I think the boxing, the people always they work very hard. So, yeah, you can see, the boxing was really good. I think the people they have the punches. The punches and the ideas. So, Ultimate Boxer, the match tonight has been fantastic. So, yeah, okay. I will pass you on to Jamie Callagher, okay? Well, I think I've seen both sides. I've seen what's happened tonight. I've seen it's been a great night so far. I think the fighters have been very impressive. Joe McIntyre, he's been really seen both sides. So I think, you know, I've seen both sides. You know, I'm just seeing. I'm going to pass you on to Brendan Rodgers. Well, I'm very proud to be here. I'm very proud. The boxers are working very hard. They're beautiful human boxers there. I'm so proud. I think in terms of winning there, I think whoever can throw a great weight punch there can win. So I'm delighted to be here. Right,
that was football. That was brilliant. I have to say, I've seen your videos on Facebook and that, but
Thank
seeing
you.
It live is actually much better. anyone else from any sort of field?
Do you know what? I'll do a little bit of Kell Brook.
Okay.
A little bit of Kell Brook. I've always been. I'm so mad about footy. I've always like stuck at footy.
Yeah.
But I'll have a little go at Kell Brook.
Kell Brook and a bit of Amir Khan.
I can do a bit of Froch.
Okay.
So I'll do a bit of Brook and Froch for you. So Brook. Yeah, I think that obviously it's a really great fight. That I want to fight Amir Khan. I think it'd be a great fight for everyone. So that'd be great. So I'll pass you on to Khan.
Obviously, it's a really important fight. I think that everyone's fighting. It's really important, the ultimate boxer. But it's been really great to be a part of a really great fight. But the most important thing is when I beat George Rose at Wembley in front of 80 million people. That was a really important fight. So I think ultimate boxers, none of them can beat me in front of 80 million people at Wembley. So important.
Oh, Darren, that was brilliant. We'll end on that note. Thanks for your time.
Oh, you're very welcome.
And where can people follow you on social media?
Yeah, so all over the gaff. If you get on Instagram, Farley Impressions, Twitter, DF Impressions, Facebook, the whole shebang. So I'm a big boxing fan, so I follow you lads. I think the great work that you lads are doing as well.
Thank you.
So of course, and get onto Mansion Bet as well, with a lot of me exclusive content going. So thanks,
all right,
guys.
Darren, thank you for your time.
Thanks.